Hey guys, I wanted to try something where I come up with a story without thinking about it. Just start saying stuff and coming up with a story and see what happens. So let's try it. So my computer had been acting up, so I thought it's been a while, I'll get a new one, right? So I went to this place downtown. It's a little small place, kind of run down, but I mean, it's cheap and within my budget, right? So I thought I'd go in. So I reached towards the door. It had a metal door, metal barrier kind of thing. I gripped that and opened it up and it screeched the whole time. And the door behind it was wood and it was pretty chipped. It looked pretty ratty. I was wondering if I should even get a computer from there. It might be like stolen or something. This place is pretty sketchy, you know? I look over and I see this weird lady, looked like maybe a whore, staring at me. Well, that's weird, so I push it off and I go inside. I was greeted, of course, by the man working there. Just a quick little hello. Nothing really super friendly. He's behind the counter and he has this big old beard. It was kind of ratty. I swear a rat itself could bury itself in it. And so, I mean, whatever. People act like that in the city, so I go over to look at some computers. Since, custom computers can't be sold for all of that much from any sort of dealership or anything, I went over to those because it looked like some people had maybe given up or sold. Maybe the store manager stole some custom computers. They looked pretty good. Some had water cooling. They all like lights and stuff. I mean, it looked pretty cool. So better than some of the others. They had some really old computers too. I mean, you had 97 computers there. And who would even go to buy some? But I went over to those. I thought, this look. Alright, let's check these out. I mean, that might be worth something, right? So I pick one up. As I examine it a little bit, I mean, this one looks alright. I mean, I could make a few modifications to it, so I don't know, maybe I'll just take it. I just want to get it over with because I hate shopping. I really hate shopping. So I grab that one and I take it up to the counter and I ask him about it and how much it is. He just stares at me. He's behind the counter. He looks down at the computer and he looks up at me. He just stares with a blank expression. Nothing in his eyes. Sometimes I started to wonder if he even had a soul. There's nothing in his eyes. And he just walked away. I mean, he went to the back and thought, well, what am I supposed to do? How much is it? So I just look at it. Like, this is weird. Like, well, and I call back and ask for him, like, hey, how much is this computer? I'm thinking about getting it. No answer. I think, well, whatever. So I grab it and I walk out with it. Probably wasn't the best thing to do at the time, but I was too annoyed by the guy working there. I mean, that was pretty rude. Like, how could you treat your customers like that? But, I mean, like I said, business didn't exactly seem legit. So I take the computer back home. I live in this one studio. It's nothing fancy. But I have a little spot dedicated to my computer stuff, all my YouTube recording and all that fun stuff. So I start plugging in to see how it works properly. And Start plugging stuff in, getting it all ready, attaching it to my monitor. And then I hear a knock at the door. What's that? I don't really have anyone in town that I know. I don't really have any friends over here, so I don't know who it could be. So I go over to the door and I look at the people. It's just a little people. I always hated those things. They're so annoying. I look out and I see that lady that I saw before at the shop. She's looking at the door and waiting. What did she want? So I open the door. And she just looks at me and she says, "Let me come in. Please, I need to come in." Well, why? I don't want some strange lady coming into my home, right? But she insists. She keeps insisting and pushing, like, I need to get in there. Just let me in really quick. I think, okay, well, maybe someone's following her, right? So, okay, sure, I let her in. And she immediately walks to the computer, as if it was just a learned thing, like she had lived there for years and the computer's always been there, Like she went straight for it, like it was nothing. And she booted it up. I asked her, "Hey, what are you doing?" She didn't answer. She just waited for the computer to turn on. And when it turned on, there was a flash of light, and she's gone. I thought, what the hell is this? Like, what? And the computer turns off again. Like, what could that have been? I thought, like, maybe the computer caused a short circuit that messed with the lights or something. I have no idea. But one thing sure is she was gone, and that's nothing that short circuit could could achieve. Am I imagining something? Did someone put something in my food? Like, what happened? So I kind of just go to the computer, think, well, I'll turn it on then. I was kind of hesitant at first, and fingers started getting closer to the button, and pressed it. Nothing happened for a good 2.5 minutes. And then a flash of light. Why it happened that much later, I don't know. But I was suddenly blinded by this bright light. No idea what's going on. And then I start blinking and blinking and more to try regain my sight. And I see darkness. Just darkness. There's nothing around me, and yet I can see myself in front. I can see, like, my hands. I can see myself. So it's not like it's pitch black. It's almost like as if I'm standing in a black room. But the floor is not solid. But I can stand up straight. I wonder what is going on? What is this? So I just start walking. Like, well, if I can stand up straight, then let's just walk. I walk, and I walk, and I walk aimlessly. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's going on. I feel like maybe I was drugged. Maybe I'm just having a weird dream. Maybe I passed out after my drink was drugged, and I'm having a weird, trippy dream. I don't know. But if I'm in a dream, I might as well explore. See what my dream has to hold. I always had pretty weird dreams, so must be just that. And then I start seeing some green. Start seeing some green. It's not like grass green. I mean, like blocks. Green blocks. And then I see some blue. and some pink ones. I get closer to it, and I start stepping, and I almost step off a ledge. Like, I look down, and it's still black. Everything's black, except there's this invisible ledge, and I don't know what's going on. So I try to step on this green block that's right ahead of me. It's firm. So I put on my weight on it, bring my other foot up. I start walking to the next one, and the next one. All these weird blocks, like, I don't know, it's weird. But I step on a pink one, and I slipped, and I fell. I started falling through blackness. And the little blocks, they started increasing in number in each color. Started increasing and increasing in number, and yet I was just falling right through them. They weren't solid anymore. They were like just invisible decorations. I just kept falling, and it was almost calming though. I wasn't panicking. I felt free. And then I came to a slow stop. And I sit up, and I see that lady. She's standing there. She comes up to me and puts her hand out to me as I'm still on my butt, and she lifts me up. She says, "Welcome to power. Welcome to everything you could ever dream. All the people that hated you, all the people that doubted you, they don't matter. You can take everything from them. Go. Do it. Take your revenge on anyone that's ever hurt you. Go ahead. Go after those who didn't do anything to you. You simply just despised for whatever reason. I did. I'm curious, but intrigued. I feel sort of guilty for feeling it, but I felt a longing for that. I started to remember, no, this is just a dream. I started thinking that in my head, and yet she responded out loud, "No, this is not a dream. This is reality. Get up." So I get up and I walk a little further, and I turn and I see a big window. And I see people walking around. It looks like at Central Square, I guess, New York. I've never been there, but I've seen pictures of it and videos, and pretty sure that's what it is. And I see all kinds of horrible people. I can see down to them. I see a man harassing a woman. I see various religions preaching to the masses, all different stories, and glaring at each other along the way. I see little pride parades with nudity in front of children. I see people with their bad intentions. I see scammers. I see people trying to take advantage of the elderly. I see people pickpocketing tourists. And each one of these people disgusts me. Even the so-called victims, because I can see their thoughts from here. I can see their intentions. No one is good. No one is ever good, are they? They've done so much bad. They don't care about anyone but themselves. That's just human nature, isn't it? I hate it. It's disgusting. I want them gone. I hate it. Everyone's so selfish. They don't care about anyone but themselves. They pretend like they do. They'll try to help people out. Try to give a tourist directions and lead them straight into a trap. They'll try to pretend that they're friends with someone and lead them into a pit of despair. For their own good, for their own being, their own advantage. No one does anything for anyone else without expecting something in return. I hate it. I want to get rid of them. They're all right there in front of me. And then I hear a scream. A lady screams and points up at me. I didn't know anyone could see me. Like, what is this? I hear the lady, the whore, off to the side. She says, "Scare them. They need to know you mean business. Scare them. See if they'll turn from their ways. A righteous one will give the sinners a second chance after telling them what they do wrong." So I look down at the people. I get smirk. I know they won't change their ways. So let's have fun with this. Let's have fun. All these pitiful people. And sing. Okay, yep, that's my story. I just came up with that. Oh, tell me, was it any good? Was it pretty bad? Oh wow, I'm going on 20 minutes. I didn't expect it to go that long. Well, let me know if you think. Yep, try it out for yourself. It's pretty fun, especially if you're bored. Well, yep, thanks you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Say the word, say the